Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, and still, nothing moves? You pray, you wait, you believe, you keep showing up. And yet the promotion hasn't come, the healing hasn't come, the door hasn't opened. And somewhere deep down, you've started to wonder if the breakthrough will ever come at all. That is a heavy place to live. But here's something most people never realize. The breakthrough is often closer than it feels. It's not that God hasn't moved. It's that the signs are quiet, subtle, easy to miss when you're focused on the closed door. Today, I want to walk you through 6 signs that God is preparing you for a breakthrough, even when nothing seems to change. These are the quiet signs, the ones that don't look like progress on the surface. By the end of this message, you'll see your waiting season differently, not as a delay, but as a setup. Number 1, doors are closing around you. Here's something that confuses a lot of believers. When God is about to move you into something new, He often starts by closing doors. The job you wanted falls through, the relationship fades, the opportunity disappears, and it feels like everything is going backward. But closed doors are not always rejections. Sometimes they are redirections. Isaiah 43:19 says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." Notice what God said. He is doing a new thing, but He tells you, do you not perceive it? The new thing is already moving, but your eyes are still fixed on the old door closing. The enemy wants you to believe that a closed door means failure. But a closed door can be the first step of a redirect. Think about the Israelites at the Red Sea. They were trapped, with nowhere to go, the sea in front of them and the army behind them. It looked like an impossible dead end, but that closed-in moment was God setting the stage for the greatest miracle of that generation. What looked like a wall was actually the doorway they couldn't see yet. The same is true for you. When everything around you is shutting down, it may not be the end. It may be God clearing the path for what's coming. Start asking a different question. Not, why is this closing? But, what is God clearing space for? The door that closed is not the end of your story. It is the end of one chapter. And every closed chapter makes room for a new one to be written. Trust the closing so you do not miss the opening. And remember that every closed door is still part of the path. God wastes nothing, not even the doors that hurt to walk away from. Number 2, you feel restless, but you don't know why. There's a strange tension that comes right before a breakthrough. You feel unsettled. The things that used to satisfy you feel hollow. The routines that used to comfort you feel empty. That restlessness is not a bug, it's a signal. Ecclesiastes 3:1 says, "For everything there is a season, and a time for every matter under heaven." God doesn't call you out of a season without first stirring something inside you. That holy discomfort is often the first whisper that a change is coming. A caterpillar does not leave the branch by choice. It simply feels a stirring it cannot explain, and that stirring leads it to wrap itself in a cocoon. It looks like death from the outside, but it is transformation. Your restlessness is that same holy stirring, telling you that the season you are clinging to is not your final destination. The enemy wants you to misinterpret this restlessness as ingratitude or instability, but it's not. It's God untying your roots so you can be transplanted. Don't silence the restlessness with more busyness. That is the enemy's trap, keeping you so occupied with the old season that you never feel the pull of the new one. Busyness is how He keeps you numb, but God stirs you so you will move. So when the restlessness rises, stop running from it. Sit with it. Ask God what it is trying to tell you. Pay attention to it. Ask God, what are you preparing me for? Because that uneasy feeling is often the front edge of your breakthrough. Number 3, you keep thinking about something you've almost given up on. Here's a sign most people dismiss. That desire you've buried, that dream you told yourself to let go of, that prayer you stopped saying out loud because it hurt too much to hope. It keeps coming back to you. It surfaces when you're quiet. It returns in your thoughts at night. Psalm 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." God placed that desire in you for a reason. He does not plant a seed and then forget it. If that dream is still stirring in you after all this time, there may be a reason it hasn't died. The enemy wants you to turn that desire into bitterness or to abandon it entirely. But the fact that it keeps returning is a fragile, quiet sign that it's not over yet. Don't rush it, don't force it, but don't bury it again either. Hold it loosely and bring it to God. Because a desire that won't die might be a promise that's still taking root. Number 4. People start showing up at exactly the right time. Breakthrough rarely happens in isolation. When God prepares your breakthrough, He begins to arrange the right people around you, seemingly by coincidence. The conversation you needed happens. The door you couldn't open gets held open by a stranger. The person with exactly the connection you need enters your life at exactly the right week. Proverbs 16:9 says, "The heart of man plans his way, but the Lord establishes his steps." You can plan all you want, but God is the one arranging the steps. And when He does, the right encounters start happening with suspicious timing. The enemy wants you to dismiss these as luck, to overlook the divine appointments, because they didn't come with a signpost. But God often works through what looks like coincidence. Start paying attention to the people crossing your path. That unexpected kindness, that timely introduction, that word of encouragement that arrived when you needed it most. That's not random. That's God establishing your steps. Notice the people, not just the plans, because God often uses a person to open a door that a plan never could. Ruth did not plan to meet Boaz. She just went to work in a field, and God directed her steps to the field that would provide for her and carry her future. The right encounter is often the invisible hand of God, arranging what you could never arrange yourself. Your breakthrough often travels through someone else's obedience. Number 5. Your peace is returning, even though nothing changed. This is one of the most important signs, and the easiest to miss. Logically, nothing in your situation has shifted. The bill is still due. The situation is still the same. Yet somewhere along the way, you've stopped feeling frantic about it. The tightness in your chest has loosened. The sleepless nights have become fewer. You're not ignoring the problem, but the panic has lifted. Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." That peace, that doesn't make sense, when nothing on the outside has changed, that is not denial. That is a sign, because that kind of peace has to come from somewhere. You cannot manufacture it when the circumstances are unchanged. The enemy wants you to worry that if you feel peaceful, you must be missing something, that you should be more anxious. But peace before the answer is a gift. It's God steadying you for what He's about to do. When the storm is still raging but you feel calm in the middle of it, understand that this is the calm before the breakthrough, not the calm before the crash. Number 6. You feel you're just one step away. You can't explain it, but you know it. There's a knowing that sits under all the uncertainty. It's not pride. It's not reckless confidence. It's a quiet certainty that the change is coming, that you're closer than you've ever been. This is the hardest sign to trust, because you feel it most, right before everything shifts. Hebrews 11:1 says, "Now faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen." Faith is the conviction of things not seen. It's believing the breakthrough is real before you can touch it. The enemy will attack this certainty harder than anything, because if you believe the breakthrough is coming, you'll stay faithful in the waiting, and that is dangerous to his plans. When you feel that conviction rising, don't talk yourself out of it. Keep your expectations anchored in God. Keep doing what you know to do, because that deep knowing is often the very hand of God lifting you from the fire. Let's bring it all together. Closed doors keep you stuck in the past, but redirection opens your future. Restlessness keeps you unsettled, but it also pulls you toward where you belong. A returning desire haunts you, but it also carries a promise that won't be abandoned. Right people arrive by chance, but God uses them to establish your steps. Peace that makes no sense calms you, but it also steadies you for what's coming. And that quiet knowing keeps you waiting, but it is the conviction of your breakthrough. Every one of these signs has one thing in common. They are all quiet. They are all easy to miss. That is exactly why the enemy wants to keep you focused on the noise, on the closed door, on what hasn't happened yet. But if you look at what God is doing underneath, you'll see that nothing has been wasted. The closed doors were clearing the path. The restlessness was the preparation. The desire was the seed. The people were the provision. The peace was the steadying. And the knowing is the promise. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being set up. The breakthrough you've been praying for may be much closer than you think. So don't give up in the last mile. Your season of silence is often the soil that grows the greatest miracle. So today, I want you to stop looking at what hasn't happened and start looking for what God is already doing. Ask yourself this one question: which of these 6 signs have you been dismissing? Take that desire you buried and bring it to God tonight. Notice the peace that returned and thank Him for it. And when the right person shows up, pay attention, because God may be establishing your steps. You don't have to force the breakthrough. You just have to stay faithful while it forms. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who has been waiting on their breakthrough, someone who needed to hear that it's closer than they think. And comment below, "It's closer than I think." Don't forget to subscribe for more messages that help you walk through the waiting with faith. Psalm 27:14 says, "Wait for the Lord. Be strong, and let your heart take courage." Wait for the Lord. God knows every prayer you've prayed. He sees every tear you've cried in the silence. And He is working, even now, even in the quiet, even when nothing seems to change. Trust Him. Stay faithful.